Hello everybody. God, it feels like a while since I've done this. And there goes my alarm. So that must mean, yep, it's 4 o'clock everyone. Ha ha ha. So how you all doing, guys and girls? Are you all right? Much going on in your world? So, this week I will be mostly wearing floral. But also I have a bass gig coming up at the weekend with Recovered. So I'm having to jump on bass and sing. So I thought I'd get some practice in on a Tuesday as I have this option. And nothing like putting a man under pressure. We know that always works out well. So what's been going on? Shall we find out? Let's find out. Alrighty, so it's been a bit of an interesting week, actually. The first time I've really got back to gigging, I suppose, properly in indoor venues. Saturday I was playing over at the Cow and Telescope in Southend, and no, that's Friday, I do apologise. And Saturday we were at the Crown in Romford, a surprise gig that I got called up to Depth for with Mr. Simon Pinto and Saviours. So Saturday was with Illicit, so Cow and Telescope. Very peculiar. Hello, Gordon, darling. Actually, Gordon, you'd be a good one to give some input on this. How is it feeling to you guys playing indoors again? For me, I'll have to admit, my first gig back indoors on Friday was terrifying. I don't want to get COVID, I'll be honest. I'm not overly happy about being indoors, but I know that's the way things are going to have to be. The scary thing that I noticed about both gigs is that the audience really seemed to just act like COVID has gone away. I've seen pictures over the internet of various bands playing in absolutely rammed venues. Everyone's squashed in like sardines. And I just look at it all and just think, as much as I love music and as much as I love playing music, I don't think this is the way forward. I hate to say it, but I think this is just going to be an absolute clusterfuck of epic proportions. You know, there's a few gigs we've got coming up where the venues are still practicing social distancing and things along those lines. You know, they're having sort of people sitting at tables and stuff, and I know it's not the same, but in the current climate of everything that's going on, I think it's going to be the way things are having to be. Venues are closing temporarily because their staff are getting COVID or they're getting pinged. All of this whole Freedom Day thing is, I think people are, as much as everyone wants to get back to freedom and normality, now is not the time. And I think the repercussions of this are going to show, and I think all the favourite venues that people have been wanting to go to, that they've missed out on, they are going to find that they're having to close because they're not being careful. Gordon says, we are doing 2 to 3 weddings a week. We've put a notice at the front essentially telling people to stay away from us as we're still social distancing in the punters. We can't afford to catch it. That's what I am going to do with Recovered. We have bought some social distancing barriers from the punters, yeah. And we are speaking to venues, and I personally am not going to play in a venue unless I can have these barriers and I can have them at least sort of 1.5 meters to 2 meters from the band. If venues don't allow that or they haven't got the space, I personally am not going to do the gig. I know other band members in Recovered feel a bit different. They're not too fussed, certain members aren't too fussed about it or worried about it. That's fine. That's their decision. That's up to them. Me personally, I don't want to take the risk. As you said, Gordon, when musicians, and I saw this, actually, while we're talking about this, this is some photos from the Saviours gig that I was playing at. So we played at the Crown in Romford, lovely big stage. I was sat like 4 meters back from the nearest clientele. Happy days, absolutely perfect, really enjoyed it. Had an absolutely awesome time with the guys. It was so much fun. And it was the kind of gig that I really miss and really enjoyed. But a few people were chatting to me sort of in the intervals, and some of them were from bands, and they were telling me how that one of the singers, he'd contracted COVID the year before, still hasn't got his voice back properly. He can't sing the stuff he used to. Bands are having to cancel all the time because band members are getting COVID. This is not going to work like this. And I think, Gordon, as you said, your approach to it, I think weddings and things are going to be a different kettle of fish. Generally, the venues are bigger and we've got the space to spread out and be distanced. That can work. But cramming people into small venues and acting like nothing is going on is a really bad idea. Gordon says, although my friend is a nurse at Southend, she is telling me the number of hospital admissions are dropping every day. Now, barely anybody in ICU with COVID, so it's on the way out. Well, that's great. I really hope that is the way, and it's going to go like that. I'm a bit dubious because I know that there's people who are still getting seriously ill, even with 2 jabs, and obviously there'll be other waves coming in the future. And also, one of the things is long COVID. We still don't know. So Josh, our drummer, his wife, she's still suffering with long COVID really badly. The singer I was chatting to, he's got long COVID. He can't sing the same anymore. This is not something we should just kind of think, oh, okay, it's going to be absolutely fine. We've still got to be a bit careful and do the best we can. And as Gordon's attitude is with his band, weddings are just as bad. People are all over each other like nothing has happened. That's the thing that terrifies me. I mean, if they want to do that at a distance away from me, that's up to them. But just seeing it all going on, it really disheartens me. But that's the way I think people are going to be. But I think venues are going to have to adapt and change if they want to keep going. They're not going to be able to have this freedom policy that they have been having. It won't work. They will end up shutting because they're getting ill. And, they're getting pinged. They're going to have no staff. So I think that people are going to come to realise, hopefully not through too tragic circumstances, that we may need to change the way we behave for a considerable period of time in the future. It's not great. It's not what we want. It may have to be that way. Anywho, so that's what happened over my weekend. So thank you to the Saviours for having me last minute. It was really, really awesome. And Sarah, the landlady, God bless her, she had to evict someone out of the premises who was being an absolute dick, and this girl turned around and punched her in the face. So, Sarah, I hope you're feeling better, and you really didn't deserve that. So you guys are great down at the Crown, and scum like that need to just be... There's a reason, apparently, this person was banned from multiple pubs, because she does shit like that. So, let's hope she gets run over, and Sarah, hope you heal soon. Alrighty. So, we are going to back... Whoop. So that was my weekend. What about your weekend, everyone? Let me know how you guys have been doing. If you have been going to gigs, how you found it, what the experience has been like for you. Right, so I've got to get some bass playing action back. So I'm going to do some bass songs today, some of which I'll be doing at the weekend, some of which I just need to practice. So there will be lots of fuck-ups because I haven't done this kind of shit for ages. Let's try this. Okay, here we go. Got itchy nose. Hello, TL mate. Guess who just got back today? Well, the white boys that have been away, whoops, haven't changed that much to say. But man, I still think those cats are crazy. They're asking if you're around, how you want and where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving on the old man crazy. Hello, Paul. The boys are back in town. Woo, yeah. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Remember that chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she up on the floor shaking what she got. Say she was cool, she was red hot. I mean she was steaming. That time over at Johnny's place, when that chick got up, she slapped Johnny's face. Man, we fell about the place. The chick don't wanna know them, forget her. The boys are back in town. Oh yeah, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Is that true, Gordon? Does this change key a lot in this song? Spread the word around, guess he's back in town. So spread the word around, guess he's back in town. Friday night we're all dressed to kill, down at Dino's Bar and Grill. The drink will flow, the blood will spill. The boys wanna fight, you better let them. That jukebox in the corner blasting out my favorite song. The night's getting longer, it won't be long. Won't be long till the summer comes. Now the boys are here again. The boys are back in town. Woo yeah, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back. How's this bit go? I think that's right. Something like that. Close enough. The boys are back in town again. They're heading down to Dino's. Oh, by the way, Gordon, I am not worthy enough to lick the shit out of Billy Sheehan's pants. Okay, it stays in 8 all the way up. Thank you, Gordon. Ah, interesting. Right, so that was the first one then. Only odd chord is the G, really. Yeah, I did wonder. All right, this is one I've got to learn for the weekend. So, I've sung this. I don't think I've ever played bass on it. I've sort of roughly know how it goes. Let's see what happens, shall we? Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. Try playing with a pick for fun. Well, how'd you view of things today? Got up young to fade away. The innocent but unaware. Our fables take us everywhere. I can't keep up with you. I can't keep up. I can't compete with history. We'll film it live and dub our tale. The mystery must stay inside. Look at our homes, look at our lives. In control of the morning. In control of the sea. You are creating all the bubbles at night. I'm chasing around, try to pop them all the time. We don't need to trace a single word they say. 'Cause you are creating all the bubbles at play. There's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl, and she's down by the river. In her own creepy world, there's a girl, she's down by the river. It's time to consider that baby is a sinner. She'll wash away your sins. She'll wash away your sins. She'll wash away your sins and go home. I only once upset my kin, accused him of a moral slip. He came back home and paid the change. I know his life's the same again. I can ask him again. I should let it go. Whoops. You, that's it, are creating all the bubbles at night. And I'm chasing round trying to pop them all the time. We don't need to trust a single word they say, 'cause you are creating all the bubbles at play. There's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl, and she's down by the river. In her own creepy world, there's a girl, she's down by the river. It's time to consider that baby is a sinner. She'll wash away your sins. She'll wash away your sins. She'll wash away your sins and go home. Bit of 7/4, anybody? Welcome to learning to play bass with Mike. Ending? Right, that's the ending. There we go there. Right, well, as a first run through, that wasn't too bad, so I'll take that. Gordon says, an absolute tune which may be one for the future. Huey Lewis and the News, Back in Time. I see, I've never listened to much Huey Lewis. Obviously, I know things like Power of Love and Hip to Speed Square. White Stripes, Hard as Button to Button. I know one White Stripes song, and that is your usual. Was it? And I don't even know that one, apparently. So, what we're doing is, I've got a bass gig coming up the weekend, and I'm just running through some songs just to try and get back into practice. It's been a while. So, just blowing out some cobwebs out of every orifice. But I'll check that out, Gordon. If you recommend it, I know it's going to be good. You've got that kind of we have a kinship on awesome songs. That's why we both like Michael Bolton. It's a beautiful thing. Alrighty. Let's have a go at this one. Bit of Ozzy Osbourne. I've got to do this the weekend as well. Okay. Let's turn my vocal down slightly though, because I might end up belting this a tiny bit. Okay. That's it, I think. Let's find out. At the moon. Ha 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 ha. You spent some torment laying in a nameless grave. Now he has risen. Miracles would have to stay. At the moon. Hey, yeah, back at the moon. They cursed and buried him along with shame. Also their time also had gone in empty burning hell. But he's returned to prove them wrong. So wrong. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, tell me about it. Holding the shadows, living in a lunar spell. He finds his heaven, spewing from the mouth of hell. Knows that the beast is looking for. Listen and hope and you'll hear him. Back at the moon. Hey, yeah, back at the moon. Hey, yeah, back at the moon. Whoa, whoa, yeah, back at the moon. Oh, cheers, Paul. No pressure. Shall I play some lovely wrong notes? Apart from that last one right. Atta, I'm afraid this session I'm not doing requests just because I needed to get some practice out. Thursday's stream I'll be doing a proper Bumfoolery Show where I take requests and we go a little bit more crazy. Today's just a bit of an exercise and a blowout with good friends. Emily asked, when can we come and see you again? Well, I'm sure we can work something out. So we've got a lot less dogs here now. So the dogs we have are a little bit less intimidating and more child-friendly. So we've still got Bear, we've still got Hooby, we've got Poppy and Zoom. We have still got Thor. Bless his big old cancerous nose. So he's still hanging in there, he's still going strong. So he's a good, lovely lad. And we're going to miss him when he goes. Let's not think about that. Right, so let's have another look. Let's see some shit I can probably have a busk at. Oh, okay. Let's, that's fine. The little ones are perfect. They're a lot more easy to deal with, the little ones. But also the big silly ones who are just really friendly and lovely. So Hooby and Bear, you'll love. Thor, once you get to know him, he's a big lovely boy. Okay, I'm going to do this one just to see how my voice holds out. And considering there's about 100,000 parts to this song, let's just give it a go. See what happens. Okay, have I got... Yep, I've got all parts for that. Excellent. So I need that out, that in, that in. Right, I haven't played this for ages. Yeah. That's a really horrible track. God, this is probing the memory banks. Sure, this one doesn't sound very good in your system, Paul. I'm going to get Recovered to record this for a backing track for me. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? What's that run? Ah. Sirens are screaming and the fires are howling way down in the valley tonight. There's a man in the shadows with a gun in his eye and a blade shining so bright. There's evil in the air, there's thunder in the sky. Mwah! Killers on a bloodshot street. On down in the gutter where the deadly are rising. Oh, I swear I saw a young boy down in the gutter. He was starting to foam in the heat. Baby, you're the only thing in this whole world that's pure and good and right. And wherever you are and wherever you go, there's always gonna be some light. But I gotta get out, I gotta break it up now before the final crack of dawn. So we gotta make the most of our one night together. When it's over, you know, we'll both be so alone. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. Oh, when the night is over, like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone, gone, gone. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. But when the dew's done and the sun goes down and the moonlight shining through, then like a sin before the gates of heaven, I'll come crawling home back to you. Should have been a G. know that I'm damned if I ever get out, and maybe I'm damned if I do. With every other beat I got left in my heart, you know I'd rather be damned with you. If I gotta be damned, you know I wanna be damned, dancing through the night with you. If I gotta be damned, you know I wanna be damned. Gotta be damned, you know I wanna be damned. Gotta be damned, you know I wanna be damned. Dancing in the... My battery's getting low. Hang on. Sit through the night with you. So the iPad was getting low. Ha! There's always gonna be some light, but I gotta get out, I gotta break it out now before the final crack of dawn. So we gotta make the most of our one night together. When it's over, you know, we'll both be so alone. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. And when the night is over, like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone, gone, gone. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. And when the day is done and the sun goes down and the moonlight shining through, then like a sinner before the gates of heaven, I'll come crawling on back to you. And like a sinner before the gates of heaven, I'll come crawling home back to you. Should have been a G there. Okay, wish me luck. Well, I can see myself tearing up the road faster than any other boy has ever gone. And my thrill is raw and my soul is right, and no one's gonna stop me now. I'm gonna make my escape, 'cause I can't stop thinking of you, and I'll never see the sun uncut till it's way too late. Come in this bit. And I'll never see the sun uncut till it's way too late. Die in the bottom of a pit in a blazing sun, torn and twisted up the foot of a burning vine. And I think somebody somewhere must be tolling a bell, and the last thing I see is my heart still beating. I'm breaking out of my body, I'm flying away like a bat out of hell. And I'm dying at the bottom of a pit in a blazing sun, torn and twisted up the foot of a burning vine. And I think somebody somewhere must be tolling a bell, and the last thing I see is my heart still beating, still beating. Oh, Jesus, that took some work. I think I probably got about 60% of it right, something like that. Right, what have you said, Atta? For the power of Mike doing song the Delta version, get out of our planet. Yeah, Delta version, fuck off. We hate you, you COVID-y bastard. Every oracle's tried to know when it will end and we will be free. Your guess is as good as mine. Well, our guess is probably not quite as good as some people who are like highly scientific and all professory and scientific-y. But yeah, when is it going to end? To be honest, the rate this is going, when the entire world is vaccinated so there could be no more... what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Mutations. The problem is, you could vaccinate the rest of the world. You could vaccinate 99% of the world. But if you've got one place where it's allowed to circulate and mutate, then a new strain can spread back out over the world and cause all the same shit. So unless we do this on a global level, so not just all rich countries and leaving all the poor bastards to suffer, we need to work on a global level and tackle this as a planet. We'll be born in a new era, and it's probably going to look like Mad Max or something like that. So the 80s will come back into fashion. Alrighty. Let's see what else are we going to have a go at. That suddenly got quieter, I think, for some reason. What have we got? What am I going to be doing at the gig? Is there any of the ones here that I'm going to be doing? No, because I realised the ones me and Simon used to do are very different to the ones me and Recovered do. Let's try... Oh, I wonder if I can remember that. Okay, let's try this. Bit of Toto. The golden age of Mike. No, nobody needs that. The golden age of Mike is everyone would have long faces, premature baldness, and from sideways profiles look like Punch from Punch and Judy. Or a crescent moon. There will be an excess of body hair though, so that's something to look forward to. And very small nipples for everyone. My nipples are tiny. All right, here we go, a bit of Toto. Let's see if I can get some of this right.
Not in the words that you told me. It's not in the way you say you care. It's not in the way you've been treating my friends. It's not in the way that you stay to the end. It's not in the way you look, all the things that you say that you do. Hold the line. Love is it's always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. On the line. Love is it's always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This note coming up.
It's not in the words that you told me, girl. It's not in the way you say you're mine. Ooh. It's not in the way that you came back to me. It's not in the way that your love set me free. It's not in the way you look, all the things that you say that you do. On the line. Love is it's always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. On the line. Love is it's always on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Kick it in, boys. that wasn't too bad. A few fuck-ups. Paul says, I love Hold the Line. Thank you, Paul. We like Toto. Toto is the name of a lottery related with football here. Also, Toto means arse in our country. Excellent. That's made my day. That's my favourite thing of today. TL, this virus is just the tip of the iceberg. Mother Nature is pissed. She certainly is. Cheers, Paul. Good to see you, buddy. Look after yourself, mate, all right? Yeah, she's fucked off. Do we know is there any more information? I'm a bit out of the loop at the moment. I haven't seen, but because the whole Chinese laboratory thing was actually gaining some credence. There was sort of mounting evidence. How's that panned out? Has that been has that faded into obscurity again? Because originally that theory came out, it was absolutely quashed by all medias and everything like that. And then there was like, well, maybe it was. Is there any more info on that? Let me know. I'm always interested in more information. Right, okay, there's one I do need to practice because I know we're doing it the weekend. And it's a bit of White Snake. Let's see how the old voice holds up with it. Okay. If Sean Connery was calling it, this would be a still of the night. I hear the wolf cow honey slipping around your door. Right. Okay. Here we go. See if I can remember this. My bass seems suddenly really quiet. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's got a bit quiet.
In the still of the night, I hear the wolf owl honey sleeping around your door. In the still of the night, I feel my heart getting heavy, telling me you gotta have more. No. In the still of the night, I see the full moon rise, telling me what's in store. My heart starts aching, my body starts shaking, and I can't take no more. I just wanna get close to you, taste your love so sweet. And I just wanna make love to you, feel your body heat. In the still of the night, in the still of the night. In the still of the night, I hear his movement, burn my face from the sun. In the sun of the day into the evening time, waiting for the night to go. Ooh, mind block. In the still of the night, feel the full moonlight. I feel my heart is aching. In the still of the night.
We need loads of reverb now. I've forgotten what it was. There's it. Can't keep away. I'm lost. Hang on. Apologies. Okay. Got to pay attention here.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Apparently, I've got 5% battery.
Ooh, baby, ooh, darling. Get over it, baby. In the still of the night, I hear the world bell coming, sleeping around your door. In the still of the night, I feel my heart getting heavy, telling me I gotta have more. Ooh, baby. I just wanna get close to you, taste your love so sweet. I just wanna make love to you, feel your body heat. In the still of the night, ooh yeah. In the still of the night, I'm gonna be sniffing around your door. In the still of the night.
Roll call.
In the still of the night. Ain't nothing gonna stop us now. Still of the night, still of the night, still of the night. And still of the night, still of the night, still of the night. And still of the night, still of the night, still of the night. And still of the night, still of the night, still of the night. And still of the night, still of the night, still of the night.
Not too bad. Bit ropey, but not too bad. Wee bit of practice, and now I'll get away with it. Okay, I'm nearly out of power on my iPad. The band Who, the rock song before I Love Rain Over Me and Quadrophenia album, please listen. I know the band The Who, the rock song before Love Rain Over Me. Okay, I'll have to investigate. I've never actually seen Quadrophenia. Is that a really, really bad thing? I know there's certain things that every human being should see throughout their life. Not seeing Quadrophenia, is that one of those things that should be shunned and I should be shot? Probably. All right. So let's see if my iPad will squeeze out one more tune before it dies. What do we got? A quick bit of that'll do. Bit of ZZ Top Tush, it's a short one, so I reckon the iPad can handle it. Let's hope so. Here we go.
Yep. I've been up, I've been down, take my word, my way round. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. I've been bad, I've been good, down to Texas.
Positive energy, exactly what we need. Yeah, I admit it's very hard to be positive in this day and age with everything that's going on. But I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever feeling like kind of life is... Everything at the moment is just getting on top of you and you think this is so bad, you know, when is the world going to change? When's it going to end? Watch history documentaries. And I guarantee you, you will come out the other side of it thinking, you know what, even with all this shit that's going on, it's still not as bad as shit that's happened in the past. You've only got to watch documentaries about the war, or going back further, you know, where there's the rise and fall of different empires, the conditions people lived in. Just look at Victorian London, or you go a couple of hundred years before that. Anything that tells you the quality of life of people throughout history. And that might help put things into perspective a bit, because it's very easy to get caught up in everything that's going on and just feel that like these are the worst days that we are living in. And sometimes it does feel like that. And you wouldn't be wrong for feeling like that at times. But it's very easy for us all to get kind of absorbed into it rather than looking at the bigger picture and thinking, you know what, it's the same as a 16-year-old pampered girl breaks a fingernail and thinks the whole world's ending. And you go, yeah, well, kind of look at the situation of women in Uganda and see how you feel about that. You know, sometimes we just need that little flick up the nostril to wake us up and say, okay, hang on, things are a bit shit, but they could be a lot fucking shitter. And even in all this, we have choices. We have things we can do to try and protect ourselves, to try and do the best in this situation. You know, in the war, we were having bombs dropped on us from a foreign power. They were coming over, devastating cities and killing people. We had no hope in, apart from our brave soldiers going out and fighting against tyranny, we had nothing. We had very little preparation we could do. We had bunkers, we had, you know, this, that and the other. But a lot of people died and there was very little they could do. With a virus like this, it's been with us for a long time. We know there are things we can do. We know that we can try and protect ourselves in positive and ways that may impact on our life and our freedom a bit. But if it stops us from dying or from getting ill or giving it to other people, that's surely a good thing. We can do things about it. If you have the freedom attitude of it's gone and there's no problem anymore, COVID's gone, Boris said so, no. Then you are more likely to encounter, unfortunately, you getting ill, other people you know getting ill, and possibly people you know and love dying. So just please be conscientious of other people. That's all we're asking for. Just think outside our little box of, but I don't like this and I want to go and do the things I want to do. There's more to life than that, and we can live life again after this. But the longer we have the attitude of, well, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want to do and screw everybody else, the longer it will last. So please be careful, everyone out there. I love you all dearly, and I would hate for anything nasty to happen to any of you. Look after yourself, be safe, and hopefully socially distanced distance, I will see you at a gig, and I wish you all the luck and all the positivity in the world. So take care, everyone. Oh, actually, hang on. No, there was one more thing I was going to do. Some interesting comments from YouTube. A couple of nice ones and a bit of a shitty one. So let's quickly flip over to that. Hang on. Alrighty. So what do we got in the comments? Let's have a look. So comment number 1. I think this is the shitty one. This is from... I like to go over sort of comments I've had recently, thank nice people, and have a laugh at stupid people. So here's comment 1. This is on my Alice in Chains vocal analysis. I know you're trying to mimic Lane, but you're not coming even close. Not that anyone ever could. Not that you can't sing, but in any way close to Lane? Hell no. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. So, I thought remember when doing vocal analysis, you're trying to give not your interpretation, you're trying to show people how they sing in that style. And of course, I'm not him. It's not going to sound exactly like him. But it's if you want to use that technique and you want to use that sound, how we can try and achieve it. So my reply was, well, hot diggity and hellfire, I've failed again. I shall go cry my tears into a lake of poop, then submerge my face in it. When they find my body, my shitty tear-filled lungs will show my shame. So I think that was a perfectly adequate response, not slightly overdramatic at all. I think that said everything it needed to say. Okay, we had somebody also commenting on the Alice in Chains one. Great song analysis, not easy to sing like Lane. Even Philip Anselmo singing live would must have been difficult. Horns up for your video. Horns up for you too, sir. Greetings from Spain. Well, hey, love Spain, lovely place. So cheers, dude. That's very kind of you. And that was Alex McClure. And then we have last one. On my 5 vocal effects to use in live performances from Shawn Michael. I thought I was going to say Shawn Michaels, and it might have been the wrestler. That would have been awesome. But Shawn Michael, some serious fucking pipes, man. You're very kind, dude. Thank you very much. So that is all the comments, a few of the comments I've had over the week. Right. So just want to say thanks to everyone who's tuned in and watched the stream. So thank you, Paul. Thank you, TL. Thank you, Gordon. Thank you, Atta. Also, I just want to thank all the people who've donated and the people who share my streams, like my streams. So it says there that Neil donated 60 quid. So thank you, Neil. You are awesome. Even though that was actually my gig money. But hey ho. By the way, remember, anything donated this month and my gigs goes to the animal shelter that are trying to rehome the dogs we had to give up. So that 60 quid, even though it's gig money, will be going straight to the animal shelter. So thank you, Neil. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Atta. Thank you, Leanne and Susan Oliver, who followed the stream last a week ago. So all the best, everyone. Take care. Love you loads. Mwah. And I'll see you Thursday if you're about, and we'll do a bit more kind of more singing, more doing random shit, having a good laugh. Take care, everyone.